Welcome to the Figure 4 BJJ YouTube channel. I'm Coach Cam, and this is Coach Harjot.
Today we're going to be covering the 10 key principles for surviving and escaping close guard when you're on top.
Whether you're brand new or experienced, these concepts will help keep you safe, structured, and effective in this position. All right, let's get started. 1, 2. Close guard is different than something like an open guard or a half guard top. When I'm in half guard top, I'm basically already in a passing position. For example, knee cut or a reverse half guard, going chest to chest. So there's a lot of things that I can employ here to pass the guard. Alternatively, if Harjot has me in a closed guard, I have to actually break out of here before I can employ any meaningful pass. So I'm not in a position to advance until I break out of here completely. So if you can do it, avoid closed guard in the first place. If you're in top closed guard, you need to act like you're holding a live grenade. I have little to no attacks from top closed guard, whereas Harjot has all of the attacks in his arsenal. The only thing that I should be concerned with is getting out of here and escaping his legs completely. If I don't, Harjot's going to attack me real quick, and I'm going to end up getting submitted. I need to mind my hands and elbows. There's a few spots on Harjot's body where I'm allowed to place my hands. I like to think of it like a green zone. So in the center of his body, I don't want to pass my arms. So if I bring my arm too far this way, that's not good. And if I bring my arm too far past his shoulder, that's not good. So I want to keep my arms in between my knees and the center line of his body. If I place my hand outside of that, it's going to be risky for me. And if I place my hand on the mat, it's going to be risky for me. What I'd like to do is place my hands in the green zone, somewhere near his ribs, on his shoulders, on his biceps. Okay? I don't want to have it too close to my body. The closer it comes to my body, the more risk I'm at to have my posture broken or to be placed into an armbar or a triangle. If you want to be effective in the closed guard, you need to fix your posture. I don't want to be too far lean back or too far lean forward. If I lean too far back, Harjot's going to be able to come up and bump me over. If I lean too far forward, Harjot's going to pull me down, and in order to submit me, a lot of his submissions come from a broken posture. So instead, I'm going to stay neutral in almost a 5-degree forward position. My vision is going to be looking out and not down or up. If I look up, he's going to be able to bump me like he did before. And if I look down, my head starts to trail down, and then he's going to recognize that and pull me down. You need to keep your opponents in between your knees. If Harjot escapes his hips outside of my knees, he's going to be able to employ some submission. So in this case, Harjot escapes his hips, and I need to recognize that he's creating an angle on me. I need to get him back in between my knees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step outwards, but not upwards, because if I do, he's going to scoot my leg and be able to sweep me. So I step out and I bring my knee down. What I don't do, is keep your hips this way, is step up. Because if I step up, he scoops, and now I'm in a world of hurt. So instead, I step outwards. So he escapes his hips, I step outwards and down. I keep him in between my knees, and I'll be much more safer to employ my escapes. If I can, I need to always keep active toes. Right now, my toes aren't active. If Harjot tries to kazushi me one way or the other, go ahead. it's going to be tough for me to be able to get up. Try one more time this way. Whereas if I can get onto my toes, if he kazushis me one way or the other, I can just step up. So he goes to kazushi me this way. As he does, I can step up. He goes to kazushi me that way. It's easy to step up. So keep yourself with active toes. It'll help you keep good posture and be able to jump one way or the other with your legs, which will prevent the sweep from happening. You need to know the submission triggers in order to be able to defend them. The first one is when I put my hands on the mat. If I put my hands on the mat, Harjot's going to be able to go Kimura or omoplata. So if he's trying to force my hand to the mat, I need to put it back to center. Another thing that could happen is I put my hand too far forward. If I do, he can put me into a reverse armbar. The next thing is when I bring my hand too far past the center, he's going to be able to put his feet on my hips, create that angle, and put me into the armbar. Number 4 is when I put my hand too far close to the stomach, or for example, Harjot does. So he pushes my hand this way. When that happens, triangle is going to happen. And then finally, when Harjot starts to place hands on my lapel. So when he starts placing one hand on my lapel, that's half of a collar choke. So once this happens, I have to start breaking it off of me. If I don't, and he comes up like this, and I just allow this to stay here, he's going to replace with the other hand. And now from here, I'm going to get strangled. So when you know what the triggers are to being submitted, you can recognize that and start to employ your defenses. Just because you have your posture broken doesn't mean it has to stay broken. Once your opponent breaks your posture, you need to fight back and not concede the position. So I lean my head too far forward. Harjot breaks my posture. From here, I can employ a few techniques. For example, grabbing his wrist, grabbing here, peeling it off, and now getting my posture back. As quickly as possible, you need to deal with your opponent's scoop grips. If Harjot scoops me, go ahead. I need to get this off right away. The way I do that is by basing onto his shoulders to create structure and stepping away similarly to what we did earlier. So I'm going to step away, and as I do, I'm going to do a mini sprawl on his hand here. And I recenter and get rid of that scoop. So if he goes to scoop me again on this side, I step this way, and now I do a mini sprawl while I'm structured on his shoulders here. And I recenter him in between the hips. Deal with the scoop early, and you'll be much more effective in the close guard. Similarly to the scoop grip, I need to be mindful of when Harjot grabs my pants. If Harjot grabs my pants in my sleeve and I don't act quickly, he's just going to sweep me over. So knowing that he's going to use this to lever me up this way and I'm going to go this way, as soon as he grabs my pants, I'm going to step out. From here, I create structure on him. I reach back, grab, and I can kick my leg out. Now I recenter and I start to get my grips. Make sure that you deal with the pant grip as soon as possible. And those are the 10 principles on how to act when you're in the closed guard top position. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps support the channel.
And as always, please leave in the comments what you'd like to see from us below.
Thanks for tuning in. That's the Figure 4 BJJ YouTube channel.